Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm here to BringItDon, and let's exit Patox. I did some exploring off camera, and we're gonna revisit a couple of old areas this episode and get some loot that I missed. It shouldn't take too long, and then I'm not sure what. I don't really have any plans after that, but I did find the last piece of the Tiger Stripes artifact, and I'm still missing 3 pieces of the Star Commander's gloves. I did end up looking everything up because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Irafeti was dead, and good riddance. Our ruler added the crown of Pitax to the crown of the Stolen Lands. But behind the dead monarch loomed the shadow of a much more dangerous foe.
Alright, so, first things first, I bring Reg in, because we're going to go back into Patox real quick for something that I missed there. Did I not accept it? There we go. Alright. Level up Reg real quick. He gets Counter Strike. Whenever an enemy within reach of the Magus successfully casts a spell defensively, the enemy provokes an attack of opportunity from the Magus after the spell is complete. Pretty good, and boom, +9 to his strength. Fantastic. And I'm going to give him... I've done this a few times already, so I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get Dragon's Breath, Chain Lightning, and Disintegrate. Alright, he can now turn into a dragon, because he can cast 6th level spells. Let's rest real quick, because we'll need to for what we're about to do. So if y'all remember, in the Patax Royal Palace, there was a ghost that kept pointing at things, telling us there, and here, and there. Well, there's a perception check that I failed, down in the torture chamber. I went back through and was exploring, and I popped some potions of wisdom. Also, if you have Octavia in your party, there's another point we go to go talk to her mother. I haven't done it yet. I'm assuming it's to talk to her mother. We'll take care of that this episode as well. But we need to go back to the capital to resurrect her. Yeah, we're going to go back into the torture chamber here. Need to go to the Verdant chambers. We'll go to the middle of nowhere as well. And I think that might be it. Besides, like, some other just exploring. Oh, actually, before I forget, I should probably fix up Ekendio. I think Ekendio is bugged out. I can't get him to memorize his skills again. Whenever we rest, his spells don't come back. Now, I could excuse this to like his wisdom being because his wisdom's too low to know the spells because he's his wisdom drained currently. But even after you fix it and rest, it doesn't come back. So. No, that seems about right. Okay. Just do it this way. Alright, in we go. I'll just cast haste once you get inside and make a mad dash for the basement. I was really disappointed that I didn't find it earlier. I may have just not gotten close enough when we first went through there to the wall to even find the perception check. Because I had to get Lindsay pretty close to it. So
What troubles you?
cast haste. And I will show off, oh no, we didn't rest. As I say, I was going to show off his Dragonkind spell, but didn't rest beforehand. That's fine. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to. What was I gonna do? There we go. I'm gonna quick save here, so if I don't get it, find it later.
Without a doubt.
Adventures call to them.
Yeah, okay. Reload. Because it's right there. Where it looks like there's like the bricks are kind of shuffled around. I think it's at 35 perception check. It might be at 40. I don't remember.
What troubles you? And so they walked on.
Yeah, there it is. See? Broaden the passage by force. A difficulty check of 40.
Together we are unstoppable.
Quick save. I do recommend buffing, but you don't want to buff until after you do this athletics
A
check.
simple request.
Because all of your buffs will disappear.
Think again before you ask the impossible.
Yeah, reload. I think I'm just going to increase his size real quick. Give him that strength boost. Because when I did this off camera, I had Octavia and I used legendary proportions. But I don't have that. But
I stand ready.
he has.
I yearn for
Quick
entertainment.
save. I was going to show off Reg's dragon form, but.
Ah, no servant.
Yeah, what is the Oh wow, it's one off. Man. Okay. I'm gonna keep doing this. I just wanna I need to get in there. I don't like leaving loot behind. That's why off camera, almost always, if you pay attention when I hard save in front of you guys, you'll see my saves are all over the place because after I record, I usually go back through everywhere I've already been. And
I'm restless.
look for stuff that I missed.
Bah, I'm no servant.
Even a worse roll. I don't know if I have any other way to boost his athletics besides increasing his size. I can't increase his strength anymore, I don't think. Maybe if I turn him in... Well, I can't turn him into a dragon. He has to rest first.
Together we are unstoppable.
This might take a little while. This is upsetting. You only get the one chance to do it, too. Like, you can't, like, leave and come back, to my understanding. So we're gonna just persevere here.
I yearn for entertainment.
Awesome.
Where
Alright.
to now?
And Lindsay was called forth.
So before we go in...
Together we are unstoppable.
I am your shield.
Any fun to be had?
This won't take too long. Get a few buffs going and then
What troubles you?
let's put greater heroism in everybody.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Rotus awaits us.
I don't remember what sort of damage he does, but I am gonna put lightning on here so Reg can just kind of go all out with his spells.
Don't hesitate.
Let us not hesitate.
Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
I think the guy's chaotic.
Ona
I don't remember
Adayana.
exactly. He might be evil as well.
Inimosi Travisi. Amranda
Give the
Gravio.
order.
Inimosi Travisi.
Anything is possible.
Alright, gonna do Inspire Heroics and Haste.
A reckoning is at hand.
Alright. Just quick save, because this guy is not a pushover. Actually.
Together we stand.
Alright, you come in here, and there's a ghost. Referred Tabulus Velar style. You see the translucent form of an old man in dirty work clothes. His gray hair is tousled, and his eyes wander madly. There's a piece of chalk behind his ear. Free at last, at last. So many years. So many years I've waited for someone to open that darn door. Stricken with rage, the old man stamps his foot. And who are you? Who am I? Who am I? How can you not know me? Shame. Shame and disgrace. I am Referred Tabulus Velar Jr., the greatest architect among wizards and the greatest wizard among architects. Who do you think built all this grandeur? All these hallways, the halls, the arches, and doors. Doors, doors. It's all me, my work. How did you die? I was ruined by my own genius and other people's greed. I built this exquisite palace for the Queen of Patax, Delpina Leakenza. The Queen, that's right. A covetous, smug bandit queen. She was unworthy of even washing the windows in my palace. Of course, I wouldn't let her in. People like her mustn't live in palaces, but watched them respectfully from afar. She killed me, she did. Smeared these sacred walls with blood of their creator. With the blood of their creator. Even dead, I refused to abandon my creation. She entombed me here, in this little room. Killed me, then locked me away, bricked me in, and closed the door. Why does this palace have such strange architecture? Strange? Strange, you say? You don't understand. No one understands. Philistines? Or Philistines? Narrow-minded fools? For you, a house is 4 walls and a roof to keep the rain out. What do you know of hallways, doors, the poetry of space? An architect's labor is sacred, like the deeds of the gods themselves. Building a house is creating a world in miniature. This palace is my confession, my treatise on the mystery of being, my poem of grief and love. And no one in the whole world is capable of reading it. None of you is worthy of even approaching the threshold of my palace. The ghost is not talking but screaming, shaking his crooked finger in rage. Has this creature finally finished his avalanche of words? Even death did not open his eyes to the transience of existence and the fires of pride. Should we not fix that? Now that I've freed you, can you rest in peace? Rest? By the 9 circles, no. I've only started to live, you might say. Well, not exactly live, but you take my meaning. You know, as I sat here trapped, I've seen so many so-called kings and queens. Ordinary bandits, all of them. These walls have never seen a true monarch. No one, positively no one, has ever been worthy of living in this palace. But do you know who would be worthy of living here? Well, not living exactly, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean me, of course. I'll be the king of Patax. We can have a true ghost kingdom. And you, I'll make you general of my ghost army as a reward for rescuing me. You do not want to be the king's general, right? Or you do want to be the king's general, right? Of course you do. Of course. Come then.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Actually, let's drop one of these before I enter the fray. Let's use his new... Well, I can't use his chain lightning spell yet, can I? Yeah. She's getting wrecked. Oh, I forgot to put stone skin on everybody. Slight oversight on my part. But it's fine, we came out on top anyway. It's a pretty tough fight. The dude has a lot of hit points.
Here.
Yes, I'm still here.
I don't remember what he drops. It's not super important. Frost Quarterstaff +2, Dark Master's Robe, and Gloves of Elven Kind. 8 plus 8 intelligence, plus 8 charisma, plus 10 knowledge arcana. This robe grants its wearer a +8 enhancement bonus to intelligence and charisma, a +5 bonus to all concentration checks, and a +10 competence bonus to knowledge arcana checks. Alright, it's probably what we're going to end up giving to Octavia when she's brought back from the dead. But yeah, that's all that's in here. Pretty high skill checks overall to get in and fight that guy. Alright, so next I'm going to head to the middle of nowhere since it's nearby. Oh yeah, I also need to go to Armag's tomb. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning. There's a unique item that I missed in there. Actually, I missed 2 chests in there, but only one of them has an item really worth going back to get. It's a really good cloak. Might be worth giving to like Valerie or something. Sure, I'll take all that. So yeah, maybe I'll head back to... Well, no, I should probably do the middle of nowhere first because it's nearby. Yeah, I'm assuming Tristian's still blind. I know there's a way that you can get his eyesight back. Maybe I messed up. Alright, let's rest up. Let's play it safe. Because I don't know what's waiting for us in here. I haven't explored this area off camera or anything, so I don't know what's waiting for us. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with Lindsay for a while, since I have to go all the way back to the capital to resurrect Octavia. And Lindsay's got some pretty good buffs. Like, I enjoy the Bard class. I just don't like Lindsay. But, yeah, that's it. I just don't like Lindsay. Alright, middle of nowhere. Let's drop some buffs. We'll just do regular heroism.
Where to now?
Maybe we'll show off his dragon form here if we get the chance.
Any fun to be had?
Yeah, gonna drop Blur on these two as well, and then we'll head out.
Just letting the ink dry.
Do wish I had my stronger haste, but why not? Interesting.
Let us not hesitate.
Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
I'll use my weaker objective aspect for now. Alright.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Yeah, like his spells didn't come back even after resting there. So I don't know.
Forwards.
Alright, so that's the door I have to take, I assume. So I wonder if we could have found this area without convincing that guy to give us the location. Like if there was a perception check we could have passed.
Without a doubt.
There's a piece of sky metal. Alright, so I need 2 more pieces of that now. And I have no idea where to look. I was looking up the where all those pieces are supposed to be as well. There's no completed list yet. There's only a list with like 16 pieces, but you need 17 to complete it. Let's see, a solid door blocks your entrance. The owner clearly doesn't care for uninvited guests. Detect magic. The door literally shines with dozens of magical auras. It's impossible to see any pattern in this mess. It seems like the spells were thrown on the door occasionally, chaotically, rather than created in an elaborate order. Knock politely. Nothing happens. Yeah, well, let's try to break the door down. Failed. It seems like you hear a note of mockery in the creak of the door's hinges. All your efforts are in vain. Pick the lock. The simple lock didn't stand a chance. The door quietly swings open. Oh, so I didn't need the key anyway. And I got more experience this way. Well, maybe no, because I had to pass a diplomacy check with the other guy. I mean, overall, I do have a higher net experience gain doing it this way. But if you can't do it that way, then the diplomacy works as well. So you get a good chunk of experience for that. A pile of crumpled pages covered with impeccable but unrecognizable calligraphic writing. This area is not very big. Right, there's Blakemore over there. Let's take all this stuff first.
Forwards.
No, I don't actually know what dinosaur bones are used for. I know I use diamonds and diamond dust quite frequently. A weird magical thing, obviously of faraway origin. Oh, he's got a lot of loot, just all of it sucks. Also got to get rid of all the books that I have in my inventory. It's starting to pile up quite a bit.
Applause, please.
Amulet, Robe of False to Death, and the Binding of the Prince. Alright, well, we'll take a look at that in a second. That rusty metal thing. Alright, so what all did I just get? Robe of False Death. -6 Constitution. The wearer of this robe gains immunity to critical hits, but suffers a -6 penalty to Constitution. This chain is modeled after one of those that bound Zonkuth and Harold, the Prince in Chains. 3 times per day, the wearer may throw this amulet at an enemy. If the target fails a DC 24 reflex saving throw, it becomes ensnared by the chain. The ensnared creature takes a -4 penalty to dexterity, a -2 penalty to both AC and attack, and takes a 1-6 + 5 bludgeoning damage each round. Additionally, each time the wearer takes damage, the chain inflicts half as much damage on the ensnared creature. Where's it go? Oh, it's an amulet. Interesting. Okay, and then there's something else I picked up. Charlatan's Locket. This locket makes all 0-level arcane spells cast by the wearer. Okay. Empowered, extended, reach, and maximized. So basically, cantrips are boosted like crazy.
I will guide us.
Alright, well that's pretty useful. Should I miss anything over here real quick? We'll go talk to Blakemore. That's my quick save. A large and broad man turns to you, trying to smooth his thick, tousled hair. His deep voice could have belonged to a giant. Hey, who are you? I'm someone you better treat with more respect. So someone important has come to visit good old Blakemore. Well, I shall be a most gracious host. How can I help you? What are you doing here? This humble dwelling is my workshop. It's where I'm creating my masterpiece, the Cyan Majestic grimoire, a calligraphic work of art. The client who ordered it is my good friend Captain Martin. Oh, he must be getting so impatient by now. I'm so far behind schedule. I just want the grimoire to be perfect, you see? I'd like to learn more about you. Ha, where should I start? I am Blakemore the Wizard. I've seen many things and been to many places. From the northern realm of the Mammoth Lords to hot Kutapesh, and even more exotic places, such as the First World. Have you ever been to the First World? I got into the first world by chance, but in spite of that, it was easy for me to find a job there. I was soon substitute rector at a rather remarkable academy, which was located on the back of an elephant with 3 eyes and numerous tusks. Actually, the elephant had served as the former rector before he caught a rare elephantine disease. I moved on once he recovered. Seeking new purpose, I wound up at the Sin Market, where I made a bargain, and came away with a fair amount of dangerous curiosity, and on top of that, a sack of tobacco, generously mixed with dirty thoughts for 4 to 1. A horrible mixture to smoke, but my purchases didn't make me happy. Soon after my curiosity, together with a swarm of my good friends, the squirrels, helped me discover that one of the eldest, the Lantern King, was playing a dirty trick on another elder, Sheikah, by assuming her form and visiting her. Chrono Mistress Sheikah always carefully avoided meeting herself, and she'd been jumping all over the timeline, like the water strider across the surface of the pond, because the Lantern King was assuming her form to trick her. After I revealed the game, I earned his unwanted attention, and it was time I left the First World for good. As a gesture of thanks, Sheikah opened a portal for me, but after I stepped in it, I saw that Sheikah's appearance had changed, and in her place stood the Lantern King. It was not Galarian on the other side of that portal, but a far more dangerous place. How'd you wind up in Katapesh? Katapesh? I wound up in Katapesh by pure chance. I was planning to sail further, but seasickness had overtaken me. Katapesh is an amazing place, but I had little chance to enjoy it. In the heat of an argument, my then sweetheart decided to teach me a lesson, so she drugged me and sold me to a traveling nightmare circus. There I earned my keep as a sword swallower, and the crowd was just crazy about me, and it wasn't such a hard job to learn. Though it made things a bit more complicated that I had to use real combat swords, I traveled with the circus until I got a chance to escape. A well-known captain, the Hurricane King, came to see one of our performances. He accused me of being a fake and challenged me to swallow his magnificent rapier, a weapon he cherished more than life itself. The audience applauded. I performed the trick. It ended with my spectacular disappearance in a cloud of smoke. When the reprobate came to his senses and hurried to find me in his cherished rapier, I'd already sold it to an unscrupulous vendor and was heading north to flee his revenge. That's why I try to stay away from the southern lands. What did you do in the north? While taking part in an expedition, quite contrary to my intentions, I found myself hunted by some barbarians. While trying to escape, I climbed up into the mountains, so high that the barbarians had to abandon their quarry to the mercy of the icy winds and avalanches. So I plodded across the highlands until I spotted a little light in the darkness. It turned out to be a tavern, where celebration was underway. The Highlanders weren't too happy to welcome an intruder, but they agreed to give me shelter if I beat them in a challenge. I noticed a sturdy fellow with a simple face wrapped in a cloak, so I picked him to be my rival. The competition? Gluttony. The savage snatched my backpack, turned it inside out, and started to cram all my equipment into his mouth. In a short moment, the greedy Highlander had swallowed all my stuff, the backpack too. He gobbled down my axe for dessert. The barbarians were already making bets on how long I would last out in the cold. Then I tore the mammoth skull from the wall, broke off its tusk, and rushed for the huge barrel of beer that comprised the entire wall. I kicked out the cork and put the tusk under the rushing stream of beer. I filled it up like a drinking horn and started to gulp. My memories of the next hours are hazy. I vaguely remember the Highlanders being extremely angry at me for drinking all their beer. Remember how they started to turn into great beasts, and my rival became a wolf with blazing eyes. He charged me, but I caught him by his ears, shoved the mammoth's tusk in his mouth like a bit, and tied my mustache to both ends to form reins. Enraged, the wolf rushed into the night, with me firmly on his back. He ran through the blizzard, and the vile dog whined in anger and humiliation. In the morning, he stopped running and fell, exhausted. I looked around and realized there was not a single snowflake around. In the wild race, we'd crossed the borders of Galarian and entered an amazing place, the ancestor of all other worlds. I took pity on the wolf and let him go. He ran away at once. As for me, many adventures and exploits still lay ahead. Okay, how did you meet Captain Martin? The prestigious gave me a transport after one encounter. One time I woke up in the middle of the night and went to look for the head, I think they call it. So I went down to the bilge? Is it bilge or bilge? I don't remember. So I went down to the bilge and suddenly came face to face with the 11 banshees, screaming ghosts. They were preparing to devour my soul when I stopped them and offered to indulge them with a conversation prior to the bloodbath. You won't believe it, but they proved to be most pleasant characters to converse with. Once all of them were elven virgins, captured and enslaved by an evil slave-trading necromancer. The necromancer eventually perished, but the tormented souls of his tortured captives were bound to his ship's figurehead. Later, the prestigious took this figurehead as a trophy. I felt pity for the banshees and decided to help them. I called upon one of the numerous sailors' deities of death, and amid the storm he brought, I performed a sad song, written by myself, hoping to touch his dead heart. It is worth noting that none of the snoring pirates even woke up. The weeping deity set the banshees free, and they all turned into glowing ghostly maidens, To this day, they sing in a world-famous choir, taking the guise of simple mortals. Ooh, he is a mouthful. Now, why do you stay here? Are you hiding from someone? Only from my numerous fans. My enemies are terrified of me, even the mighty devils. Once, thanks to a certain vile entity, I ended up in hell. I took the wrong portal. Long story short, I found myself in hell, and it was open season on my head. The devil Siraket was chasing me, and all I had to fight her off was a sack of low-quality tobacco, the flute of the 100 sea winds, a deaf-mute kobold servant, and the sulfur which laid in such abundance all around. But that's more than enough to trick some clueless devils. When Siraket came for me, I used my gloomiest voice to recite a spell in a language I'd only just invented. On my signal, the kobold ignited the tobacco, the whole sack of it, and clouds of stinky smoke filled the air. I pretended to go into a fit. That was the second sign, and the kobold started to play his flute. Have you ever heard a deaf-mute kobold play the flute? The winds have truly gone wild. The final hurricane is descending, the end of all times, and the squirrels, my little friends, the squirrels start screeching in their different voices from their hiding places behind the rocks. The overall effect was terrifying, I must admit. As for me, I spun a bit of magic to make the clouds of smoke look like the Devil Lord. With a booming voice, the illusory figure praised me for my efforts and gave me another task, to create a grimoire, which would act as a gateway for devils into my world. When the wind subsided and the smoke cleared out. After that, Siraket didn't dare to lay a finger on me, fearing my master's revenge. Devils are extremely stupid, after all. Perhaps it's time to finish the grimoire. Blakemore stares at the scattered pages of the ill-concealed yearning. The book is almost finished. It's a phenomenal piece of work. All it needs is a couple of alterations. Everything must be perfect. Blakemoor's voice trembles. But if you can come back in a week, the book should be ready by then. I have almost no doubt about it. Maybe I can help you finish the book? The light of hope flashes in Blakemoor's eyes. An excellent idea. Let's try. After many hours, you and Blakemore stare at your creation. The grimoire, finished, perfect. Uh-oh. So you finally completed your work, Blakemore. Unfortunately, you'll never have a chance to collect the reward from your master. What are these guys? Are these devils? I think they're devils. The grimoire that will open this world's gates to devils. Yep, it must belong to me. Give me the book and perhaps I'll spare your life. Did you leave the door unlocked? No, I've spent too much time writing it. Get out, Siraket. Help me, my furious squirrels.
Time for fun!
We shall overcome.
Form of a dragon.
Let us strike this one!
Oh, Blakemore also turns into a dragon. Fantastic. Well, I'm about to die, so... Holy crap, they are critting like crazy. So in case you don't know, dragons cast all their spells from their mouth. So like, you can see here, I'm casting my shocking grasp from the mouth. Did Blakemore not make it? Because honestly, I'm fine with that. Is the fight over? What's going on?
Who will prevail? Doesn't matter.
Oh no, there's...
Do not falter!
Oh, it's not over. Okay, fantastic. Here, pop one of these. Actually, you know what? No, this is fine.
Yourself exposed.
Maybe it's not fine. He's about to get shredded. Oh, that was cleave. Okay. Well, crap. Do I have to read through all that again? Son of a gun. I don't know where the last save was at. My paladin went down fast there. All of our buffs wore off while we were talking to that guy. Okay, yeah, quick save before talking to him. Let's do it again so I can pass all those checks. Crap, no, hold on. I goofed up. Oh man. Clicked on the wrong thing. I want to exhaust all this conversation options first. Fantastic. Now watch this little cutscene again, because, you know, they make it unskippable. Yeah, all of our buffs wear off when this cutscene starts. I hate that.
To victory!
Alright, so first things first, cast haste.
Let us strike as one! Do not falter!
Do this real quick for me. I should need to move Lindsay over here.
Serves you right.
We'll cast shield, then he can get in there and start fighting. Alright. What else you got, Harem?
My training pays off!
Alright, the other ones are gonna start coming. Let's pop a heal real quick. Let's do this. Because then I can use him to use Cloud Kill. I should probably put Stone Skin on people. Man, my Stone Skin was freaking wasted. Gonna come from this direction. And let's see here. Where is Cloud Kill? I'm gonna just rush the devils in the back. Doesn't really come from the other direction now.
Any fun to be had?
Right? No?
I grant you dead.
Alright, so I can talk to him. Fantastic.
You deserved it.
Yeah, good loot them. Did I like anything from, what's her face? Not super worried about it. I like that effect. Assuming that's mirror image, right? I'm in need of a wise advisor. Would you like to work for me? Ha! I've been an advisor once already, and I don't want to do it again. I once served one of the merfolk kings. My service went on quite successfully, until I got into an affair with the princess, the king's daughter. Their virtues guarded day and night, and anyone who dared approach stood under threat of execution. My feelings overtook me, but we managed to run away together. But on the third day, they caught up with us, the whole merfolk army. My death was imminent, but of course I had a brilliant solution in hand. After the merfolk soldiers captured us, I entertained myself with card tricks. The merfolk were mesmerized by my talents and demanded that I teach them, so I suggested a wager. We'd play cards. If I lost, I had to teach them my card tricks before they executed me. And for the next 3 days, I couldn't lose. I won all their money, armor, weapons, their dolphin mounts, their funny bone things they like to put in their ears, and even their flute of the 100 sea winds, which used to belong to their general. After 3 days, I'd become quite rich. Then the general ordered his fighters to execute me with their bare hands. But at just that moment, my princess arrived. All this time, she'd been looking for a way for us to escape, and she'd finally found something. It was a pirate ship. We climbed aboard, I blew the flute of the 100 winds, and our sails nearly burst, taking us away. Unfortunately, things didn't work out between me and the princess. She turned out to be quite unpleasant company. But she discovered some new talents, and now she's a successful circus fortune teller. Harem shakes his head almost admiringly. Please allow me to visit you on occasion, Honorable Blakemore. I've never met a more stunning example of wasted words, madness, and pride incarnate. I must see the day these things bring you to a sad end. With great pleasure, honored dwarf. And do remind me to tell you of my meeting with Grotus. I have to admit, I was almost charmed by him. Who'd have thought the god of the end times would have such an excellent sense of humor? Alright, so did I get the grimoire? What's going on with that? I don't see it. Should I kill him and take his stuff? No, that's not a lawful good thing to do. I'm out of here. Alright, so next would be Armag's tomb, because that's nearby. And then the Verdant chambers, and then I'll probably call it an episode. And the next one we'll head back to the capital and deal with whatever pops up there. Mostly reviving Octavia, because I'd like to have her back. Yeah, these loading times are getting ridiculous. Alright, Armag's tomb, where you at? Should speed up once we get to Glenabon.
My strength betrays me.
Before we go in, I'll see what's going on the Kingdom Manager. We'll rest. Oh, we don't really need to rest. No, we should, because he's fatigued. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just thinking out loud. And then... Good job. Who do I need to do that? Oh, Magister. Oh, he's the only one that can do that. Once he's done addressing the kingdom. Uh-oh. Oh, because Octavia is dead. Never mind. I don't need to get another person. I was like, I thought I already had Magister, but yeah, I did. Octavia's dead, so she's not in the position right now. My bad. So she should be able to research the curse. The Grand Diplomat. If they want to discuss things, maybe I'm unlocking espionage now. It's about time. Alright, I need to find... I'm gonna try and find both treasure chests. I don't remember where the first one was at.
My strength betrays me.
I didn't even rest. Oh well.
Anything is possible.
I have anything to fight here anyway, so I don't need to heal up. Yeah, there's a cloak in here. There's also another chest that I don't remember the location of. Pretty sure it's on the second floor or the bottom floor, which is where the unique item is at as well. So it should be right beside me when I go in here. It's a pretty good cloak. Gives you +4 resistance
Time to set
to your saving
for the spot
throws.
to rest.
And it where's my Fox is cunning, Eagle splendor, where is the there it is.
Forwards.
I see something.
Boom. Cloak of the Bear. This cloak grants its wearer +4 resistance bonus on all saving throws and a +4 confidence bonus to combat maneuver defense. If I remember correctly, the other one... Pretty sure it's right here. Or somewhere right here. And the other treasure isn't super valuable, but I don't like leaving treasure behind, so we're gonna go grab it real quick.
Just letting the ink dry.
Oh,
Together we
missed
stand.
this as well. Couple of treasures, okay. I mean, it's probably not worth coming back and getting this stuff, but yeah. I like treasure. Can't help it. Love me some loot. I'm pretty sure there's a chest right here that I missed. It might be somewhere else, but...
I see
Yeah,
something.
there it is. Alright, let's get out of here. Then we'll head to the Verdant Chambers. I'll grab the last piece of the tiger stripes, because it's at the Verdant Chambers. It's in like the southwestern corner. Which I just had never happened to explore with someone with a good, decent perception. I'll bring all that. More stuff to sell when I go back to the capital. And also the Technic League paraphernalia that I have, it's just the 4 pieces. I think the rest of them are 5, wasn't it? Or are they all 4 pieces? Regardless, I have all the Technic League stuff. I just have to find the rest of the Star Commander's glove
My strength
shards.
betrays me.
So Blakemore is pretty exciting. Well, suppose... I think everyone that you can ask to be an advisor can be an advisor. I just don't know what I did wrong. I guess because I didn't side with Martin, he couldn't become my advisor.
adventures call to that.
I guess that's what happened. Who knows? Alright. And then to the Verdant Chambers. We'll find the last piece of the tiger stripes, and we'll call it an episode, I think. I don't know how long I've actually been recording. Guess who keeps track of stuff like that? That's not important. Just play till you're tired of playing. And sit through a bunch of loading screens. Where was the Verdant Chamber at? Oh, there it is.
We should gather our strength.
How long have I been recording? 50 minutes. Alright, well, we'll go grab this real quick, then I'll call it an episode. That'll be almost an hour. But we got a few stuff done. We're cleaning up some of the side stuff. Didn't have to waste a owlbear omelet there, but that's fine. Off camera, I'll probably go back to the capital myself and resurrect Octavia. That'll probably be all that I do, and sell all the stuff that I have in my inventory as well. Do some inventory management. Oh, loading screen.
And Lindsay was called for.
See, I'd come over here. I think it's in this bush right here.
Just letting the ink dry.
My
Boom.
search was not in
Yep,
vain.
last piece of the leather. Alright, I'm calling the episode here. In the next one, I'll be back in the capital. We'll deal with whatever's popping up in the capital. And, yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see y'all in the next episode.